Seneca Lake! We are Seneca Lake! We are Seneca Lake! We are Seneca Lake! We are Seneca Lake!
Exceeding and surpassing 350 around. That is an SOS signal. We are also surpassing 350 parts per million carbon dioxide, which scientists tell us is the upper limit for a safe and habitable climate and a planet for our children. So that's why we're here.
So I'm Leslie Adams. I'm ordained in the Episcopal Church. And in our tradition, we often end our services with the words, "Send us into the world to do the work you have given us to do, to love and to serve." So I'm here today because my work today is to resist Crestwood.
Well, it was interesting because I first heard about We Are Seneca Lake when I was at the Vatican. I was there at a conference that was convened by Cardinal Peter Turkson, to amplify the encyclical, which had just come out. They were referring to this gathering as a megaphone for the encyclical. And just then I got an email from Sandra Steingraber with some images of people literally reading the encyclical through a megaphone. So it was kind of an amazing connection. And the other thing I learned while I was at the Vatican, I must say, I'm not a religious person myself, and I'm Jewish, and I felt like something of an interloper even being invited. But I was so struck by the discussions of church activists who were part of this gathering at the Vatican, but how this document was so powerful, so moving, and I find it incredibly moving, still do every time I read it. But that it needs to be, in their words, operationalized. That it is not just a text; it's also a tool, and it's a tool that needs to be used. And I think We Are Seneca Lake were the first people to use it, and wasted absolutely no time, in creating this giant encyclical Laudato Si, and using the power of those words that stress that relationship of interdependence, and the sacred duty to care. That phrase "care" is used more than 40 times in the encyclical. I think the word stewardship is only used once because the way it was explained when I was at the Vatican by Cardinal Turkson is that care comes from a place, stewardship may come from a place of duty, but care comes from a place of passion and love. And I think that this movement embodies that so powerfully. And this fight, the We Are Seneca Lake fight, is part of this global struggle. And to me, one of the things it really stands for is the power of love of place, of this deep love for one's home place. And even the slogan, "We Are Seneca Lake," it's deceptively simple, because I think it's really a profound statement of identification with the natural world, this rejection of apartness, of a dominance-based relationship with nature that sees ourselves as masters. It rejects that and says, no, we are nature. And there's this slogan that was taken up in the climate movement around the Paris Climate Summit, which is "We are nature defending itself." And I think Seneca Lake is absolutely very much embodies that spirit, which is intensely local and also global.